Here's a build project that might be one of our most requested, aside from possibly the picnic table design. An 8x12 shed seems to be the universal go-to for trainers to have their students build that can be either donated or sold. It's a larger project, and the trouble with sheds are it requires a skill set that a lot of students don't have. We tried to present an 8x12 shed design here that does not require a lot of extra materials or finished skills from the students to accomplish it. A shed project is a large build that is one that you should not take on unless you have the number of students and the time to accomplish it, or we all know we're the ones that end up having to complete that project. But if you want one that is as basic and simple as they come, this might be it. Fairly comprehensive set of plans as well. The first page tells the story here. The shed, when it's rendered, it's roughly an 8-foot wall. I think they're a little shorter, like a 92-inch height on these side walls. Simple gable roof, not a lot of finished details. That's the key here. Not a lot of trim work to be done for students. A T111 on the outside. You can see some of the panel recommendations for placements. 3 panels for each side with no cutting or minimal cutting. 2 panels for the back, that's a total of 8. We have to cut these for the door here. So 10 panels of T111 will side the whole thing. Here's your floor framing plan, a great intro for students into parts and placement of joists, some staggered blocking here for bridging or bridge blocking. A double band on the outside, and these are placed 16 on center. This plus that staggered bridge blocking, I think, makes for a much sturdier floor that's pretty unusual in some of the shed designs I've seen built. But the wall frames are as simple as they can be. Top plate, bottom plate, and studs on layout. This is a back wall. Here's your front wall. Not even a structural header in this particular wall. This lies on the gable, so no load here. So the side walls, real simple. These are 24 on center. Also could be done 16 on center, very easy modification. When you get to the roof, that's really where the complexity is, and students need to be building. They'll have 5 trusses, or very simple trusses to build. They'll use a collar tie to hold their rafters in place, and then a gusset will happen here at the peak to make all this hold together. These should be made on the ground, made with a pattern or made to be matching. 5 of them could be assembled and then placed on the roof. And then there are these rafter or gable rafters that need to be placed on the front side, the front gable and the back gable. The cuts on these gable rafters are critical to produce this panel, this gable panel. And you see your siding in here. Here's your collar tie, but the ends are cut different than your typical rafters, and that's for a reason, and that is so that this detail can be finished out of your soffit and your fascia with only a single continuous 2x4 turned flat underneath the decking. It's pushed into the siding. It seals that off, so there's no other finished details all the way around this roof other than your gable rafters getting cut with this special angle on them, a 2x4 getting placed up under the decking, and then you're done. You can paint it, caulk it, and it's sealed up. So that saves a lot of trouble for this finish work that has to happen. Your door unit, of course, might need some trim placed around the outside of it. Minimal job. Door has to be set, of course. Other than that, all of the panels should come together with minimal seams. You can actually finish out the corners if you want to improve the look of this with some corner boards. That's an improvement that could be made. But otherwise, pretty straightforward build that can happen in phases, and you can teach a lot to these students about how a home or a building is put together by this experience of assembling all of this. So I hope this makes sense. Check this out in our resources and also some of the other sheds and the other builds we have to help you through your program. So I'll see you in the next one.